1. Hi guys, this is Melissa Zad for Into Boxing, and I am so delighted to be joined by female superstar Chantelle Cameron. How are you doing, Chantelle?
I'm great, thank you. How are you?
I'm not too bad. I'm really glad to catch you today, ahead of a exciting card on Saturday night and an exciting entry for you back into the ring, following your win against Mary McGee. How are you feeling about the fight?
I'm feeling great, yeah. I'm feeling really happy. I'm feeling confident. Feel fit, feel powerful, feel everything's good for me at the moment, and feels more like I'm having a comeback fight, because obviously I had the fight at O2 in October, and I was meant to be undisputed, but because there's been such a delay, it's like a comeback fight for me now, so it's a bit weird, but I'm just happy that the moment's finally here where I am getting back in them ropes, and I'm going to be doing what I love doing, and that's fighting. So for me, doesn't matter about undisputed world titles, like it just made it a bit more relevant that all I wanted to be doing is fighting somebody, and that's the main thing that's more important to me.
I mean, at the moment you're unified champion, and you were on the road to undisputed, hoping to be facing Kali Reis to get the undisputed. From what I heard in the press conference, Kali Reis is not able to get back in the ring at the moment. Do you know what the situation is there?
No, I'm not really too sure that what's going on, but obviously whatever it is, I wish her a speedy recovery. And I messaged her and said, there's more to life than boxing, so I hope you're okay and hope it's not too serious, and just wish you all the best, really, because as much as it's frustrating for me, obviously there's more important things in life that happen to people than a fight, do you know what I mean? So obviously on my part, I was just frustrated that there's such a delay and I've not been active, and I literally went completely under the radar. Literally felt like I just been put in a corner and in a box kind of thing. So that was my frustration. But regarding Kali Reis, I just hope that she is okay and speedy recovery. Undisputed fight or not, at the end of the day, my career's got to go on, and that's it.
Do you know what? That's really nice. This is something I love about boxing, which is just like the sportsman, but sportswomanship, that comes before and after you guys face each other in the ring. And I think that's a really nice thing that you sent that message across to her, and I'm sure she really appreciates it.
Yeah, I didn't do it being fake or nothing. It was just genuine. I hope you're okay, because at the end of the day, it is boxing, so I hope your health's okay and stuff. But yeah, like you said, some women boxers feel like they need to trash talk and start acting like men and geezerish and stuff. But at the end of the day, it's just, you don't need to do that. Just be yourself. At the end of the day, everyone trains hard. Everyone goes through the same stuff, making weight, being in the gym, hard spars, your mindset for fighting stuff. You don't need to be a dick just to your opponent. You don't know, do you? It's just stupid. You probably want to get a few followers or something, but at the end of the day, I respect every single person who steps in that ring with me, and I hope they respect me as well, because they've been through what I've been through the last 8-10 weeks, and it takes two to tango. So I just think, don't be a dick.
I like that. There's a good motto, not just for boxing, but for life. Don't be a dick,
You get t-shirts made.
I'm going to get you a t-shirt made for next time I see you. So let's talk a little bit about your opponent that you're facing on Saturday night. Obviously, she's been in there with the best of the best, the creme de la creme of female boxing. Are you hoping to stop her? Obviously, she's not been stopped. Eddie mentioned it in the press conference. Is that something you're hoping to do?
I feel like I'm hitting very hard. I feel like I've stepped up this camp, even though it's not the undisputed fight. I've had a bit of real bite up. I've had a bit of grit in my teeth, thinking I'm really fucking pissed off, basically. So I think, there's a lot of spite in me at the minute. I'm all happy and relaxed now, but Saturday night I'm gonna be letting off some big shots. So we'll see what happens.
Do you know what? I love it. It's a diplomatic answer, because you're not saying out and out, yeah, I'm going for the stoppage, but it's kind of implied that, there's been hard graft that's been put into this camp, and it's all going to come, the steam's going to come off on Saturday night.
Yeah, I put it into words, it's just someone's head's getting punched in, and hopefully it's not mine.
So, following a little period of inactivity, how was it for you, mentally, kind of clicking back into a fight camp and getting ready for a fight like this?
If I'm completely honest, the last 4 or 5 months was mentally, it was horrible. I was in a bit of a really rubbish place, because obviously I was on top of the world, and next thing it was what is happening? Like, where am I going? When am I fighting? Am I fighting? Am I going to wait a year to fight? Like, what the hell is going on? Because obviously it's finances as well. Like, you're losing sponsors, you're not fighting, you're not getting paid, your name's not being pushed out there, so no one's bothered about you. Like, you're not going to gain sponsors either. So you're losing sponsors, you're not gaining sponsors. No one's talking about you, so you're kind of irrelevant. And it was kind of like, what the hell am I going to do? Because I've got nothing. Like, it was kind of like, I'm a unified world champion. I thought everything was going to change, and it was really bad. Like, really, really bad. Like, I don't think people understand. Like, people don't see what people put into boxing. Like, you think it's like this massive, amazing lifestyle, but mentally it's like it's a hard game. But I think that, like, me and Jamie, like, is a great man as well. Jamie, like, really put a good, like, mindset into me, whereas now it's like, do you know what, kind of like F boxing and just do what I do and enjoy what I do and just love the sport again for fighting, and screw all the politics, screw everything goes on in the background, just do me. And that's my motto now, is I'm doing me, do what I love doing, and basically fuck everything else. I don't really care anymore.
Do you know what? That's the side of boxing that people don't really see or talk about. You know, those down periods, those periods where you're not fighting. Sorry, got something in my throat. But, you know, it's really interesting to get your insight about actually the mental perseverance that it takes to get you between camps, because obviously when you've got such a big focus like that, you know, when you don't have that focus in place, it must actually be quite tough.
Yeah, and like, to be honest with you, it was other people out of camp. So like, obviously, like, you don't know what's going on in people's heads. Like, no one does. And I've never been the one to be like I'm very personal, but it was the fact that people who don't know me, never spoke to me, go on social media and making comments about fat shaming me, saying this and that. And it's like, listen, no matter what, if it's going to be fat shaming, they'll call you ugly. They're not going to call you ugly or fat. They're going to call you like something else, you know what I mean? Like, you can't please everyone, and I don't aim to please everyone. So yeah, I don't care what people think of me. I genuinely don't care what people think of me. Like, they don't know me, I don't know them, they're not relevant to my life. But it was them sort of people where I think, do you know what? You don't know, like, how I'm feeling, so you're making these comments. You've already done nothing in your life, but you feel the need that you've got the power to go on social media and say shit about someone. And that's what bothers me, because I think you've never really stepped in a ring in your life, and you probably never will step in a ring. You probably ain't got the balls to step in a ring. You probably, like, don't have the hat or the fight in you. So that's what pisses me off, that when you're down, people jump on that and think it's okay to, like, attack people, because I just think, like, why? You just don't need to do it. So that's a piss me off as well. But I think that's why now boxing, like, even the press conferences and stuff, I used to absolutely hate them. I used to hate talking. I used to hate, like, sitting up there and having to speak to a room full of cameras. But it's like Jamie said now, like, use this platform I've got to just be me and be myself and say it how it is. And you know, if people don't like it, then I don't care, because I'll just say it how it is now and just be more me and let people know it's not okay to be a dick.
Don't be a dick, right? No, but actually, you know, I'm glad that you brought it up, the fat shaming comments, because obviously I noticed them on social media, and the first thing I thought was, you know, there are some male boxers that get a bit of stick for not kind of looking after their weight between fights, but it's not a fat shaming situation. It's more like, oh, they're being unprofessional, etc. And I just wonder how much of that is targeted towards female boxers, because obviously there's a whole sexualization, their bodies, their appearances, etc. Do you feel like that had something to add to those comments?
Yeah, I think so. And I just think, like, at the end of the day, I'm not a 365 athlete. Like, I have a fight, I'll get in good shape, I'm always fit, and even when I'm out of shape, I'm fit. I'm probably fitter than most people that get into the ring to have a fight. Like, I'm naturally just fit. Like, I don't give up. I've got high work rate, even when I am out of shape. So, like, I think for women with boxing, you just literally, they just perceive you as an object. Like, they think you're an object. They don't realise that you're still a human being. Like, just because I'm getting in the ring Saturday and I'm here doing press conferences, having media workouts, you get in shape for 8-10 weeks, but that doesn't make me an object, and it doesn't give anyone, like, the opportunity to think they can comment on me, because they don't know me. And, like, do you know what I mean? So I think I'm not an object, yeah, basically.
You're not an object, and they need to not be a dick.
I feel like I'm like setting a like little t-shirt merchandise there. What do you think I'm saying?
I like
I'm
it.
on fire. It's a double espresso I had before.
I like it. It's great branding, actually, Chantelle. Listen,
Someone sign me up.
look, you have obviously worked really hard for this camp. You seem really just like focused and in a good place. And we are so excited to see you back in the ring. Can't wait to see what the future holds for you. You're an absolute superstar. I mean, you're a unified champion for good reason.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
No worries. Thank you so much for your time.
Cheers. Thank you.